Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Veronica. I am a conscious manifesting coach, and I'm here today to help make your life better. We're going to start taking live questions soon once people start to arrive. If you are watching a replay of this and you would like to be a part of the next live session, it's super easy. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon on YouTube. We'll let you know. So hello to everyone that is just joining me. Let me get a little bit cozier near this light. It is a rainy day here in Chicago, so I chose to sit as close to the light source as possible. So today we're going to be talking about manifesting anything, and especially manifesting during this time. Right now, a lot of you are probably housebound or should be housebound. We are in the middle of a worldwide quarantine. Makes it sort of interesting in terms of manifesting. So how on earth do we manifest during this time? Of course you can ask questions. I'm going to take them at random. What else do I want to say first? I actually think that's it. I'm just checking my sound levels. As always, if for some reason you can't hear me, do let me know. I did upgrade my internet. I actually have speeds up to 1 gigabyte now, so we should have smooth sailing. I tried to get Jon Snow to be in the opening. He is napping to that way. Rocky is baking bread over there on a blanket. I love when cats bake bread. It's just too cute. It's my imitation. Oh, and I am dressed up today as Sylvanas Windrunner. I am the Banshee Queen. This outfit my boyfriend bought me for Christmas a couple years ago. Isn't it lovely? I love costumes. So I am Sylvanas today. All right, the Dark Lady. Hi, Cyprus. I hope you are doing well. I want to start by saying that even though we are living through strange times right now, we must have hope. I do have a meditation actually I made on the coronavirus and how to stay calm, how to stay hopeful, how to stay a source of positivity. Be sort of the leader of those around you because so many people are freaking out and hoarding lots of items from the supermarket. So you want to be a source of light and love and strength and look at the cup as half full instead of half empty. We are getting new cases every single day, but if you notice that the statistics, so many people are recovering. So, the death rate compared to the recovery rate, the recovery rate is so high. So I keep looking at that number. And yes, for anyone that was wondering, my trip to Montreal was in fact canceled. I was supposed to be in Montreal right now. If you were looking forward to doing an in-person session with me in Montreal, I promise I will visit your lovely city sometime this year. American was nice enough to offer me a voucher. So I will travel once I'm able to travel. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, and I certainly hope I do make it to Italy in August. We will see what ends up happening when this clears up, but I have high hopes that everything will be back to normal soon and we will be stronger and better for it. Okay. All right. So let's take some questions. Ooh, like moving a tab or something. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Fashion Simmer. Yay, Eric. Okay. Can someone tell me how many times do I have to manifest a day? Maybe that's how many times do I have to maybe do a technique in one day? I think that we are always manifesting. We're always consciously manifesting because we're always having thoughts. So a lot of times people make the naive mistake that you are only manifesting when you're doing something such as visualizing or saying an affirmation. But that's not the only time you're manifesting. You are manifesting every single time you have a feeling about something, or you make a judgment about something, or you imagine something, or you relive a memory, or you fear something into the future. I mean, you're manifesting it every single one of those moments. So that's why I say awareness. Awareness, mindfulness, living your every day with purpose, really paying attention to what is going on in your head. That is the true sort of the crystal ball of what is going to happen in the future. So, in terms of consciously doing techniques like a visualization, I say to do it whenever you feel inspired, whenever you feel like, hey, I want to spend some time with the highest creative part of me, and I want to sit down and lay down some foundation of what I want to experience in the future. But only do it when you're inspired. So I don't know if actually that was the question, but that was the answer I gave. Okay, fashion simmer. Again, I have gotten so many signs that my specific person is coming back. Signs are wonderful. I think that signs are encouraging and signs are again interpretive. Um, I think that signs do arrive in abundance when you are mindful and you listen for them. So it's up to you to really pay attention to everything around you. Now, I always say, never get addicted to signs. Signs are not the proof that something is coming. So just because you're getting a lot of signs doesn't actually mean you're closer. You're always close. You always want to feel like you're at that moment, whether or not there's a sign or not. So the mistake a lot of people make is they get addicted to signs. They start thinking that their faith is in the materialization of signs, but it's not. Signs are just like this little nudge, like, hey, you're doing a good job, and they make you smile. But signs are not proof, they are not substance, they are not the thing that caused you to have faith. You're supposed to have the faith already. If you are like, well, I'm not going to believe until I get a sign that it's possible. Well, of course it's possible. You'll probably keep the sign from coming to you, and then you'll probably feel crappy. You have to feel good first, and then the sign comes. Okay. And everyone see me okay? I feel like this webcam needs to be cleaned. I don't know. Okay. I guess it's okay. Hello, Veronica. Want to attract a specific job. Oh, and I love you too. Thanks for the kitty emojis. Attracting a specific job is actually really similar to attracting a specific person. So if you are trying to attract a specific job, you could actually use any of my videos and on a specific person. I have job ones too, just not nearly as many. But just substitute. Because it's the same exact thing. It's a feeling of worthiness. It's a feeling of acceptance. It's a feeling of value. You feel that your job place will value you, will need you, will appreciate you, seeks you just as much as you seek it. So instead of labeling it as a person, you're labeling it as an entity, as a job. So you want to feel accepted. You want to feel like you belong. Some good exercises are sort of falling asleep in the assumption that you are waking up to that perfect job. Now, you may not have it mapped out exactly where you want to work, or you may, but some people just have a general idea. I want to make more money. I want to work in this particular type of industry, but they may not know exactly the specific job, but you know the aspects of it. So I would continue to identify that. I would continue to see yourself as someone who can actually have that, even if you don't know how on earth it's going to come to be, or you may feel like you don't have the right qualifications or you don't know the right people. But it's amazing how those opportunities will just come to you when you set your mind on a goal and you say, you know what, this is the kind of life that I'm headed towards. I may not have it yet, and that's okay. I'm still going to feel hopeful. I'm still going to feel like it can be mine, even though I have no proof of it. Maybe other people are laughing at me and they think that I'm ridiculous for thinking I can work a particular salary in a particular place, but that's okay. I'm still going to believe in it anyway. And then you just keep identifying yourself as this. You fall asleep in the assumption. Every time that doubt voice comes up, you address it. Where is this doubt coming from? Why is it arriving? It's usually going to say, you can't, or you're stupid. And you just sort of try to calm that voice, comfort yourself through those moments, and you work through it and you start getting indications and breakthroughs. And pretty soon, before you know it, you're working that perfect job. I struggled with jobs forever. I mean, I limited the idea of what I was capable of doing. I labeled myself as someone who would have to work multiple 9 to 5 jobs, even evening jobs, even overnight jobs. At one point, I was, working jobs in the middle of the night for minimum wage, which was like $5 at that time. And I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But never settle, for less. Always reach high and above and always keep reaching high. Like I said, even if no one else believes in you, who cares? Do it anyway. I believe in you. My specific person, I have been on and off for years. Okay. He promised that I'd never hear from him again, but I want to him to contact me so we can be together for good. Okay. I know he loves me and all is forgiven. Okay, well, that's good. It's good to forgive him. It's good to also forgive yourself for the time that it's taking. A lot of times when something is on and off, we start to blame ourselves, especially when we learn about the law of attraction, because we're like, well, every time it was off, it was my fault. I was doing something wrong. You can't blame yourself. Um, when you learn about conscious manifesting, you still have to be your own best friend and you have to accept that this has been the process. This is the choices I've made. I didn't know any better then. It's okay. So forgive yourself as well. Now, I wouldn't so much focus on him contacting you because you want to be together for good. So if you imagine being together for good, then obviously he contacted you. So I would kind of cut to the chase. At least that's my opinion. If you want to imagine the contact, it makes you happy, it makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, go for it. I would instead, though, paint a picture. Let's tell a story about your specific person. Okay, so this is a he. Okay. I always have to make sure I get the gender right. And if for some reason I get the gender wrong, I am sorry. Didn't mean to. Wasn't on purpose. But okay, this is a he. So we are going to imagine that he regrets that it's been on and off for so many years. And he's like, what the hell was I thinking about during all this time? I do not want to lose Lavella, Wolf Spirit. That is a great name. That can't be your real name, though, but it is amazing. I love it, Wolf Spirit. So he's going to say, I was crazy. What was I thinking? He's going to feel like a whole new person. He is going to regret all of that. He's actually going to feel bad. He's going to have nightmares that he made you feel bad. And he is going to go to every which length to make this up to you. He's going to imagine gifts he could buy you, places he can take you, people he can introduce you to, ways on social media he can win you back. Because he's going to feel like, he damaged the idea that you have of him, even though you say all is forgiven, but he in his mind is going to that you don't feel as wonderful about him as you did in the beginning. And he's going to regret this. And just sort of have to give him the chance to get to that place. But you need to imagine, like the scenario that I just gave, imagine and let go. Now, what letting go is it means you're not thinking about it all the time. You're allowing yourself to think about other things. Letting go isn't forgetting, isn't saying, well, when the desire comes to my mind, I'm going to push it away because I'm letting go. That's not letting go. Letting go is allowing yourself the freedom to have other goals, to enjoy other things, to live your life as if, this was already in progress because you want to pave the way for it to actually happen, for it to materialize. So Lavella is going to just be like, hey, I am wonderful. Right now, he is imagining why he ever said that, and he's, like, choking on those words, like, "Why did I say that?" You know how, like, when you cringe when you said something? He's cringing right now. Okay. Oh, fashion simmer again. That's weird. That's the 3rd time. We'll take it because I just happened to see it, and that's so weird. Oh, I lost it. Ah, I found it. Can you text your specific person while manifesting someone had said that, and I think it blocks manifestation. Okay, so should you break no contact? Well, first, let's talk about what no contact is. No contact, and again, different people have different opinions. This is my opinion. This is what has worked for me, worked for the lives of all the people that I've helped. It's a lot. It's more than I can even remember at this point. It's always worked for me. So this is my advice. This is me, Veronica. Okay, no contact means you allow the other person to lead the way. You don't initiate things, you don't act out of desperation, you don't overly text, you don't think you have to be the one to fix things. So you basically let go of the need to control and you let that person contact you. Yes, contact you. So basically, you are going to let your specific person lead the way. Now, does this mean you cannot contact them? you can contact them too, and you can reciprocate. No contact does not mean that you have to ignore their messages when they do contact you. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. You want them to contact you, so why would you do 30 days of no contact where you don't contact them and then you suddenly contact them after the 30 days? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Um, it doesn't work too. So I don't know whoever made that rule, but I don't think they actually had success in their own life. I think they were just making something up and they decided, "Ooh, this sounds good for a video." All of my advice comes from personal experience, and I will always admit, like, if I haven't personally manifested something, and this is just advice that I think would work, but I always admit I've personally never manifested this, but I have manifested, some my specific person. So I have lots of experience in that. I've done it several times with different people, and I know it works. I also know it doesn't work. Okay, so if you're going to reach out to them, first ask yourself why. Am I trying to move things along? Am I desperate? Do I think that if I don't contact them, they never will contact me? So ask yourself which category you fit into. And then, it's not going to block your manifestation if you reach out. That's ridiculous. But if you're like desperate and you're coming from a desperate place, then you're just delaying things as then they're getting all these desperate vibes from you. So I always say if you text them, have it be just for you, like you just want to say something for you. You're not expecting any response back. Now, most people don't text someone to get no response back. You're usually texting someone because you want a particular response back. So if you're attached to a particular response, don't send the text. Also, don't send the text if you've been spending a few hours wondering if you should send the text, because if you've been spending that much time considering it, then it's probably not the right thing to do. You may have heard of inspired action. Inspired action just happens. Something you just did. It's not something you considered. You just did it because it was in harmony with what you were already manifesting. I really think that all of our action is inspired because we're always doing things that are in line with what we are manifesting. So say I'm manifesting a text message. If you were supposed to text, you would have already done it. That's my opinion. Okay. MM. The first thing I thought of when I saw MM is I'm watching the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and there was an episode I just watched where she had to find a dance partner with the same initials, MM. How funny, I attracted that into my world after watching that episode. That is a great show, by the way, if you were looking for something to watch. I have Amazon Prime. It is so funny. I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Is it okay, Veronica, if I don't do any of the techniques every day, but do visualize whenever I feel like it and feel happy about it, my manifestation will still be there? Actually, that's the perfect way to manifest. You don't want to have a set, rigorous schedule where you're like, I gotta write affirmations 100 times a day, and then I gotta listen to this meditation, and then I gotta listen to videos for this amount of time. Like, that doesn't work. Spontaneity works. Having things be at one with your life because you're trying to implement something into your life. You're trying to attract something into your life. So it has to be natural. Like, it can't be forced. It can't be orchestrated. So if you're constantly having this routine, like now I stare at my vision board, or now I prepare 2 meals, or now I say a particular ritualistic set of affirmations. Doesn't work. You just have to feel good most of the time or neutral. I mean, feeling happy isn't required. Feeling happy is the best way to feel, but it's not required. It doesn't equal manifestation. Happiness does not equal manifestation of good things. It just doesn't. Truth is what manifests. That's why plenty of grumpy people manifest good things. Pessimistic people manifest good things because they feel it as their truth. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be full of self-love in order to manifest a partner. Self-love helps you get into the abundant state of manifesting a partner, but it doesn't equal it because there's plenty of people who don't love themselves that have romantic partners. Okay, so yes, don't make a daily routine. Just say to yourself, whenever I feel inspired, I'm going to either visualize or do something that makes me feel at one with being with this person, or I guess it's not necessarily being with this person, it's any desire. And I'm just going to feel optimistic about it. I'm going to keep saying it's possible. Keep saying that today could be the day when breakthroughs happen. And don't judge how breakthroughs happen because sometimes breakthroughs happen disguised, like you don't see that this is actually leading to the breakthrough. So don't try to use your analytical mind and figure everything out and pick it apart. Don't pick it apart to the point where you're no longer having fun with this. Like consciously manifesting something should be fun. It should feel magical. It should feel empowering. It should feel really, really good. So again, you're going to manifest what is truth in your world. So ask yourself, what do I believe to be true? And you may not believe the things that you want to manifest to be true yet, but you can pose the possibility, like, what if I could actually have this? And what if statements are so much more powerful than bold statements. And the reason for that is that fear voice, that ugly voice that chimes in that says you can't have something, it tends to be less aggressive when you say what if, because you didn't actually proclaim something, you just suggested it. So it tends to lay off of you more if you just say, well, what if? Because you didn't actually say it, you just posed a suggestion. So it doesn't attack you as hard. So it's a means of releasing resistance. But of course, release resistance in whatever way makes sense to you. Different people have different techniques. Okay. Mm. I do recommend Illuminating Joy, Amy Westmoreland. I've done a few collaborations with her, but she has so many videos on resistance, and they are so good. Like seriously. And she has amazing little stories of things that she's done. She has a great channel. She doesn't really make videos anymore, but honestly, if you are looking for some new things to watch in terms of releasing resistance, she has like the jackpot of videos. Aloe vera, I can't say it. Sorry, spirit. Uh, I'm not even going to try the S. Aloe vera S. Why can't I manifest my specific person? You can. You just haven't yet. So, never say why can't I, or say it's been a fail, because it hasn't. It just hasn't happened yet. I feel like I do everything right. Help me. I think I'm starting to lose hope. Okay. I have the perfect answer for you and the perfect solution. Yes, you can manifest your specific person. You wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't possible. You need to give it more time without losing hope. That is the trick. So you're like, I feel like I'm doing everything right. You probably are. It just probably hasn't hatched yet. You don't want it to hatch before it's ready, or otherwise it'll be like, it won't survive. I mean, imagine like a baby being prematurely born. Like, you don't want that. Like, the baby's not going to survive, and doesn't have much chance of survival. Like, that's horrible. So if you think that everything has a time to have birth in your world, and there's a perfect time and place for you to be with this specific person. Maybe your specific person is doing things that they need to do in order to be ready to be with you. Maybe they're sowing wild oats. I don't know if I said that right. Is it wild oats? Maybe they're getting rid of inner demons. Maybe they're cleaning up their world. Maybe they're becoming a better person, better version of themselves. So why are we resenting the time? Why are we losing hope? Why do you need it to the point of that if you don't have it right now, you're going to lose hope? So if you really want this, let go, let it come to be when it's supposed to. And I'm not saying that anything is pre-written or predestined, because I don't believe it is. And I do believe you can manifest fast, but you're never going to manifest from a place of need. And when you're like, I'm doing everything right, but it's not happening, I'm losing hope. The fact that you're giving in to losing hope shows that you're too needy, too desperate. When you can say, you know what, I'm okay, whether or not this is here or not, I just feel okay. I'm okay. I would prefer to have it right now. I want it. I want this, but I'm okay. Like, I'm still going to make the most of my life. I'm still going to be my fabulous self. Yes, I would prefer to be sharing my life with my specific person. Yes, that would feel even better. But you know what? I feel good right now. So that's the point that it manifests. All right. How do I keep myself? Stephanie Cersei. I think that's Cersei. I like Game of Thrones. Okay. I think that's Cersei spelled something a different way though. How do I keep myself busy during quarantine so I don't obsess over my desires too much? Finding it hard not to focus on manifesting too much when stuck at home. Actually, Being stuck at home is a blessing in disguise. So stop resenting it. Honestly, like the time spent stuck at home will come to an end. It'll come to an end sooner rather than later. Mark my words, because I really truly believe in this. And then you're going to be like, ooh, my life is so busy again. Well, I don't have any free time. Well, right now, you got a whole lot of free time. I would use that free time well. I would do things that that you wouldn't have usually had the time to do before in the past. So use this time well, because again, it's going to come to an end. This time is going to pass. We're not going to be stuck in quarantine forever. I know right now it feels like forever, but instead of giving into the madness of cabin fever, say to yourself, what are things that I've been putting off because I never have the time to do? And tidying up your house or going through things in your house is a really good opportunity. You may be stuck with other family members that are home, sharing, having long conversations with people, playing board games with people. I mean, who does that? Like, we never make the time to do just simple and mundane things like that. Or even, watching documentaries, watching interesting television shows, watching things, doing research, doing things that engage your brain. You could even learn a different language online. You could practice an instrument. You could read. I mean, there's so many different creative things that you could be doing right now. If you like music, you could be songwriting, you could be writing. If you are a person that wants to be an author or just kind of wants to dabble in it. You could also be cooking. You could be doing all sorts of things, petting your cat a whole lot more because you're home with them all the time. Now, try not to get overwhelmed by your desire. Again, if you're manifesting a specific person, this could be the moment of breakthrough. And I bet that a lot of you actually will break through during this time, because at this time, we're sort of realizing the things that are truly important and how much we care about the people around us. So if you broke up with someone, this could be the time where they're like, I can't lose you. I have to be with you. So this could be the prime time for a breakthrough, especially with a specific person. It could be the prime time for a breakthrough in a lot of different things. Try not to look at the limitations of this current moment. Instead, look at what it can offer you. Stop feeding into the fear and the frustration and sort of the madness of this current moment. Look at the peace. Like, I started walking. I'm walking a couple miles per day because there's really no place to go. So I'm just walking. And you could just sort of be at peace, be at one, regroup. It's sort of a time to reboot. Now, again, you want to keep yourself from not getting obsessed during all times. So this can be a great practice run for when your life does go back to normal. Like I said, it's going to go back to normal so fast that we will forget we were ever in quarantine. And the grocery stores will be restocked. I need baby carrots. Honestly, they were out of them the other day, and I really, really want baby carrots because I'm making a stir fry. And I've got my sesame oil, my Bragg's I think it's called amino acids. I may not be saying that right. Amino liquids. I'm saying it wrong. If you know Bragg's, you know what I'm talking about. Liquid aminos. That's it. I knew amino acids was wrong. Liquid aminos. I love it. And I make a stir fry and it's super healthy. And I've got my broccoli and I've got my onions and I've got my tofu. I don't have the carrots though. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping when I go out this afternoon, they have Aldi's around here. Aldi has like the cheapest produce ever. I'm really hoping they have it. I don't know. If they don't, it's okay. I'll be okay. But honestly, like, just enjoy this time. It's not going to last forever. Things will go back to normal. Really. It'll be better than ever. Okay. I used to do no contact when things didn't go well. You should really do no contact all the time because it shows no desperation. Just my opinion, though. Okay. Let me go. Oh, now I lost it. Oh, wait. There were kitties. There were sad kitties. Why are there sad kitties? Oh, I didn't even know there was an emoji like that. I do have a session actually at noon. So I'm gonna have to go soon. I actually almost forgot. So if you are my 12 o'clock, I am sorry. It's okay. Sometimes I just get to be talking and I also have a 12:30. And I have another one after that too. But if you're waiting to receive an email from me, I promise it's coming soon. Okay, Arno. Arno Neem. I used to do no contact when things didn't go well a couple of times and it worked every time. Okay, cool. But last time she told me she was sick. What? What is this? Sick of silent treatment. Okay. Get the fuck out of my life. Could I say that? Actually, I don't know if it is fuck because there's 4 stars. Get the fudge. Fudge out of her life. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm really finding this funny because I wonder why they didn't just write fudge. I don't think it's fuck because there would be less stars. You always have to find something to laugh about. And right now I'm using this as a prime example. I hope a lot of you are laughing with me because honestly, laughter breaks apart the tense energy, it releases resistance. So laughter is amazing. Okay. So here's the thing. Basically, she has been used to you treating her a certain way when things aren't going well. Okay. So clearly, we need to use a different way of doing things when things aren't going well. If she is interpreting this as silent treatment and being ignored, we need to treat her in a different way. We need to just sort of let her lead, but still contact. And I would suggest to not go this cold turkey, no contact, being mean, because you don't want to be mean. Like, this is your specific person. Obviously, you love her. I'm assuming. Why else would you want to be with a specific person? Blah, I can't even say it. So let's think in terms instead of her saying, I want you in my life. I need you in my life. So, of course, we don't want to prepare the way for things not to be going well. We want to we want to patch things back together. You need to imagine her loving you, wanting you. And I wouldn't necessarily contact her to make this happen. If you would like to contact her because she has said in the past she doesn't like silent treatment, I would do so with no attachments whatsoever. You make that one contact, then you completely let it go. That is the only contact you are going to make. And you just say something lovely like, I'm sorry you are feeling bad. I love you. I want to be with you. Let's make this work. Something like that. Then you just send it and you feel high vibration no matter how she responds or if she doesn't respond. And then you just let her make the next move. But I would definitely, if things start not going well, I would just have open communication. Say the things that aren't going well for you. Offer suggestions to fix things, but mostly just speak from your heart, speak from your soul, speak from how you are feeling. No games at all. And no contact should never be used as a game. Like, games don't work. You don't want a game played on you. Why would someone else want a game played on them? Okay. It's 2 minutes till the call, and I need to do that. Okay, I am Veronica. I hope you had a lovely time with me. I promise to come online live again soon. Look forward to my new content. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Listen to me on Anchor. I do release the Anchor podcasts on my YouTube channel. So if you are seeing a video that doesn't include my face, it is because it was a podcast replay. And I do replay those like a month, 2 months, 3 months in the future. So if you're hearing people say Happy New Year, this is why, because they were back from when it was the new year. If you would like to listen to my Anchor podcasts first, go to anchor.fm/VeronicaIsles, and you can also submit a voice note to me. I guarantee to answer every single voice note that is submitted to me. So if you wanted your question answered today and you didn't, all you have to do is rush over to Anchor and get it answered there. I do have a little bit of a line, so you'll have to wait your place in the line in the queue. But you'll get there. It'll happen. Just don't keep asking the same question over and over again because I will filter those out and only answer it once. Okay, do download my app for iPhone if you haven't already. This is a wonderful time for affirmations. You have time at home. I'm wishing you all the best during this quarantine. Stay positive. Like I said, so many people are recovering. Yes, people are becoming infected or there's new cases, but people are also recovering. So let's not forget that part. If you look at the statistics, a lot of people have overcome this. So, don't worry about catching it. You'll probably overcome it. But, let's all be smart and let's just sort of wait it out and use this time well. And I love you all. And I know it's going to be a wonderful manifesting day. So if you watch this, a miracle is coming your way today. Bye.